Hello everyone and welcome to my gamer dark side. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas and a great New Year's Eve. To welcome the year of 2021 and celebrate reaching 100 subscribers, I decided to do my first Q&A. Before I start, I wanted to thank all of you who helped me achieve this goal here on my YouTube channel. This was something that I really wanted before 2020 ended, and I still can't believe it, I made it so soon. Thank you all so much. Also, I'm sorry for the bad quality of the video. I'm recording this using only my cell phone because I forgot my camera and my microphone back at my apartment. So yeah, without further ado, let's get to the question, shall we? The first question is from Shikucat and he asked, why are you so cute? I don't think I'm that cute. I think I'm just about average, so Shikucat also asked, what games have influenced your life the most and in what way? Well, if I had to choose one specific franchise, it would be Tomb Raider games, especially during my childhood. Lara Croft was always a big role model to me, to the point that I wanted to be exactly just like her. I would dress up with the same kind of clothes and do her typical braid in my hair. There was also a time I wanted to be an archaeologist, and I even had a personal diary similar to the one that Lara Croft had. And as a matter of fact, I even have that diary right here with me. I can show you if you want. It's here. Isn't it amazing? This was the Croft emblem. You could encounter this in the Croft Manor. And this wasn't here before. I actually drew it. As I turn to the first page, there she is, Lara Croft from Tomb Raider Underworld. There is lots of things written here. I even did some drawings. I wasn't such an artist, by the way. I did some maps too. More drawings. This is the Lost City from El Dorado. And of course Yamatai from the first game of the reboot. This is on point. More maps. Another drawing from Yamatai. I have lots of things written here. Mostly about chapters from history that I found interesting at that time. There is also something here at the end. This is like some sort of a pocket where I kept my maps, but I didn't use this. They're still new. Oh my god. I don't know, this is kind of embarrassing, but it's fun at the same time. I hope you enjoyed it. Nowadays, Lara Croft continues to be a big inspiration to me, but in a more subtle way. Whenever I'm feeling down or sad, I instantly remember her in the games and how she's so strong dealing with the worst kind of situations, and that helps me to become stronger too. Another franchise that had a big impact on my life was Final Fantasy. I still didn't play all of them, but the ones that I did really helped me dealing with realities such as death, loss, and the fleetingness of life. It also taught me that life should be more about being genuine to ourselves and always search for happiness even when sometimes everything seems to be against us. Oliveira Souza asked, what professional prospects for the future do you see for your life? Well, currently I do work in games journalism as a volunteer and I do have a degree in journalism, but unfortunately I think that this part of the industry, game journalism, is still in its early developments here in Portugal. And this means that I won't probably find an official job here in my area anytime soon. And the truth is that a person can just wait forever. So my plan is to go to a foreign country and manage to get work there. I know that in that specific country there is constantly new positions being open for my area, and there is room for everyone who really wants to get into the industry. This is something that me and my boyfriend have been planning for a while now, and I've been building an exclusive portfolio just for that. Sagara Spirit asked, favorite Pokemon and your top 3 anime. My favorite Pokemon is Eevee, but the one that I definitely relate the most is Psyduck. Don't ask me why. My top 3 favorite anime are Serial Experiments Lane, Parasite the Maximum, and Planet Afterlife. Fun fact about Afterlife was that this was one of the only animes that really made me cry, together with Romeo and Juliet and Angel Bits. So Zach1 asked, best gaming franchise. My favorite gaming franchise is Silent Hill because it's something that I grew up with and I have learned so much values throughout those games. This franchise showed me a new perspective of things that I could never see in a naked eye. I learned to value life, to not misjudge things, that everything has a meaning, everyone has their sins, and sometimes we must learn to forgive ourselves and accept our reality to move on with our lives. This was also the first franchise that made me feel truly disgusted by a playable and main character from the story. Silent Hill 2, if you know what I mean. Dive Duke asked, just to be against the majority, what was the worst game you ever played and why? Or if you prefer, what was your biggest disappointment in terms of games? Cyberpunk 2077? No, I'm just kidding. I'm actually playing that game on ultra settings on my PC and it looks freaking amazing. I rarely get disappointed with video games in general because I always manage to find small things that I like about them. But in more recent terms, I surprisingly got really upset with the Tomb Raider reboot. I love the first one from the trilogy, but the other ones really messed up with Lara's evolution of becoming more like her classic self. Don't get me wrong, the games were great, but they just didn't feel like Tomb Raider games to me because of Lara's personality. Ulis Sumit asked, if you had to choose a video game character to be the father of your child, who would you pick and why? Some people may find this odd, but I actually had a major crush on Tommy Vercetti from GTA Vice City and Captain Price from the Call of Duty Modern Warfare series. Then there are the ones I find incredibly hot, like Vaas Montenegro from Far Cry 3 and Geralt from The Witcher. But if I had to pick just one, it would be Tommy, because he was the first video game character I ever played, and besides being super badass and sexy, he also has a lot of money and a big mansion, so we can say he's the full package. Liz Sumit also asked, what's your least favorite female video game character? And this is actually a very good question. I don't think anyone has ever asked me this before. My least favorite, I would say, is Princess Peach, because she is the most iconic damsel in distress in video games and contributed a little bit to the popularity of that pattern. And that is never a good thing, I think. We know she's very strong and powerful, but yet she pretends to be weak every single time so that Mario comes to save her. I mean, what's the point of that? She also constantly friendzones Mario. That is just straight up mean. Liz Sumit's final question is, what was the wildest thing you did while growing up? Well, I was not a very rebellious kid, but I do remember an episode where I had forgotten to do my geography homework and my friend was in the same boat as me. Due to this, the teacher was about to ask our names so that she could lower our grades, but before she could do that, we decided to just run away from class while she was distracted. And yeah, that's it. I know, very rebellious, right? Another wild thing I did was try and talk with a boy about video games for the first time. It happened while I was in high school and it was super awkward. I was really awkward because I was very, very shy. I'm so sorry that boy had to experience that, even so, because I caught him by surprise and I didn't even know him personally. I just straight up talked to him. But he was very nice to me and he didn't ignore me, so I guess I was lucky. Alright, I'll end this video here. If you want to leave questions for my next Q&A video, you can do so in the comments below. To be honest, I don't even know when I'll make my next Q&A. Maybe when I reach 500 subscribers. Maybe, just maybe. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like, a comment, or maybe subscribe to support my channel. It's always appreciated. I also wanted to thank everyone who left all these questions for my Q&A, because without you this video wouldn't even exist. So thank you. And that's it. I'll see you really soon. Bye bye.